which I was not, is the lowest rarity. What do we got? Still 4 hit points from the next creature, that's really good. That's kind of silly. Might take that. I don't know how good that'll be. It's quite a strong creature, so it'll be quite hard to kill. But if we do kill it, it takes 8 off the next one, and gains a silly amount of weapon attack. I might take another one. I don't know how good those will actually be. 4 more creatures, yeah, nah. The big thing with these ones, oh, they're only 7 attack, that's not the worst. If you have a ship in your hand, I'm pretty sure I don't even have a ship yet. Got a few equipments and a location, a couple of allies. Let's take this. All this does is put tainted cabbages into your opponent's hand and deck. All they do is when they hit them, they remove 1 health, and they just take up a slot in their hand and occasionally mess up their draw. It's kind of nice, just in general. If they happen to draw all 4 of them, they can end up with no way to actually clear them. Do we want to go prototype? If we build up our weapon, okay, let's say we play prototype, lose our weapon, we're on 8, we're on base attack, so we'll start with 2, we're going up to 6 temporary for 1 attack. That would let us kill this, but we wouldn't have a weapon, so it's not worth it. 5 armor, and this could let me get rid of their weapons. This, if we can one-shot this, which I think with most of our weapons we should be able to, we'll actually gain we'll net a durability. And this here lets us, I'm going to take that as well, it lets us fight them. So we can actually use our weapons to hit them, which is nice. This is too good, I think. Because if we do have to spend our weapon, it's a bit of a pain. It's not ideal, but it means that they lose a base attack, which could buy us a lot of rounds if we need it, or even make it so that they actually take damage in the early rounds. And 2-5, same deal we had with the Tok Zil, was it? It's not too dangerous to fight early. We can soak the 4 damage to possibly do a lot more. Although that is a spend, so I have to have a weapon before I do that. Deal damage to rival equal to their total attack plus 4. I think that's probably what I'm going to take. So if they've stacked up a ton of attack and I kill the Ogre Chieftain, I can do a lot of damage. Do we have anything that's got really low? We have a few things that, like, we have a couple of 2-5s, don't we? Yeah, we've got 3 2-5s, a 5-10 and a 7-14. Shrug could be really helpful. We don't have any base attack bonus, so this isn't particularly useful. I say that because I know that the Elvarg card, if you look at it down the bottom there, you might not be able to see it. It says take 8 damage, gain base attack equal to half your current base attack. So if you've stacked up your base attack, you can, because you can increase your base attack, although it's not something Linza's particularly good at. You can gain even more with Elvarg. So, for instance, let's say I had 8, and let's say I had 8 base attack. I one-shot the Elvarg without a weapon. I then take 8 damage and gain base attack equal to half, so gain another 4. It's quite a lot of base attack, and then obviously it just gets out of hand from there. I'm going to go with Shrug and the second count Draenor. So we can use these to severely weaken our opponents. This one here I'm definitely taking. I don't think I have a lot of gold at the moment, which is a bit of a pain because I've got quite a lot of gold spending stuff, so I'm going to take another Ring of Chaos, although I really wouldn't mind the Minor Ancestor either. I think I have to take the Ring of Chaos. I've got, let's see, 6, 8, 10, 15. I can literally just afford everything in my deck. I suppose that doesn't count the Dwarven Miner. You can take 4 off, and the other Ring of Chaos I already have, but I think this is worth it. If we can't get real gold, we might as well get fake gold and just make do with it. This can really mess with someone if you time it right. I don't think we have any goblins still. Maybe one. I'm probably gonna take... I might take this. Not because I'm expecting to lower our base attack, but if our base attack gets lowered, that really hampers our ability, and this could put us back on the map if we happen to have that problem. And I'll take another Dust Devil to try and do the exact same thing that I'm trying to avoid to someone else. This here is just straight up gold. Ooh, wait. This here, I think, is the better option. This one here will remove our weapon, which we really can't afford, whereas I think we could probably afford 4 hit points. Maybe. Really depends on the situation. I'm not sure if I want this or not. It's a lot of gold. I might take this. It's not a lot of gold, but it does a little bit of damage. They're quite nice in general. And 3 is not a lot of damage. I'm definitely taking the Tetsu Katana. It's just a silly strong weapon for a reasonable cost. And I'm probably going to take the Kaizaj tournament. Although I need to look at these two. Gain base attack equal to half your weapon attack, remove your weapon. But it takes a lot to kill that. In a constructed deck I could see this being quite useful, but I don't think we can stack up the... we probably want, you know, a 9, 10-ish weapon before we even think about it. Kale's also really handy. Like 4-2 weapon. Just really sings. Like a 4-2 weapon, like from turn 1, can get us to kill all but the strongest of the creatures in our deck. Even then, 14 damage for this thing. You could actually... but you'd already used your weapon. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. Whereas... that and that... it's quite helpful. Okay, so we just finished our draft. I have no idea how well this will do, although it seems like we're reasonable split between adventure and fight cards. We will see how it goes though. Anyway, I'll put in a cut here, and I'll see you next time for the first match.